Um, I'm gonna just come on here to talk about uh just more about OCD, but I just want to like touch on the fact that OCD is like it's terrible and it sucks, but it's like I feel like it's a gift and a curse, and I've heard this from people that have recovered and made it through like the original like pain that it brings, but once you kind of make it through, you're kind of left, and once you recover and get better, you're kind of left with like an insane gift that many people don't have and never will have. The fact that you could really be mindful and understand where your thoughts come from, and because to get better you have to kind of practice like mindfulness and addressing where thoughts come from, and that they shouldn't have an effect on you and have ruling over you, because that's the whole thing. You're having like intrusive thoughts about whatever, and in order to get through that, you kind of battle with these thoughts and kind of make peace with them at the same time. And in doing that, you kind of get to a new point where you're kind of like you reach another level, because now you have this mental ability that many people don't have to deal with thoughts. And OCD thoughts are terrible. So if you can deal with OCD thoughts, the average, daily sadness about, a friend doing something, treating you wrong, or like a relationship problem, like that stuff won't affect you as much because you've went through so much mentally. And I think that's like the greatest thing, and that should be like a great motivation, that in getting through it, you also gain in like the ability to be greater as a person and be a more interesting person with something that you've been through, and you can really achieve, like you can use that to your advantage in so many ways. The abilities that you gain through defeating OCD are amazing, and it is true that you can get through OCD without anything, without medication. Some people need it, and that's okay, but you can, it's all a mental battle. It's been proven that through just resisting the compulsions, you can rewire your brain. And I've like spent hours reading about it and reading books and looking into books, and I'm still not fully there. I'm not recovered. Definitely recovering, and it's gotten a lot better, but really it's definitely made me a better person, and made me able to kind of, and I'm still just a kid, but like it's made me be able to battle with my thoughts better. Well, you shouldn't be battling with your thoughts, but I'd say like addressing my thoughts and getting through them. And yeah, I think that this could really help me in my life and make me lead a better life after this. And even right now, it's already starting to help me. So, and I've heard this from a lot of people that have recovered, that they became like, it literally taught them things that they never thought they would learn. Because imagine if you never had this problem. I personally look at it as everything happens for like a reason, a good reason, whether you know it or you don't. Like, look at people that will never, like people that won't ever have OCD. They might go their whole lives kind of living emotionally blunted and emotionally unintelligent. Not to say that everyone that doesn't have OCD is emotionally unintelligent. That's certainly not true, but
We have lost
many
objective
people
apples.
many people won't ever kind of see that side. Like, they won't ever go deeper into their emotions and address where things come from, and that can lead to bad outcomes. That can lead to suppressed emotions, bad relationships, ruin, just so many things can go wrong through suppressing emotions. But someone with OCD that has learned through OCD to address emotions and not just suppress them, you can you will genuinely have a better time in life. You'll have a better time in your relationships, and just you'll succeed ultimately in a way better way. You'll have a way higher chance of succeeding. That doesn't mean ultimate success, like, oh, congratulations, you beat OCD, you're now just a billionaire and you made it, bro. But that's certainly not the case. But I think in doing so, you'll be so much better off after you beat it. And I think, in the moment, struggling with it, everybody's like, wow, why did this have to happen to me? But I think after the fact, things really start to change. And they have for me. Like, I'm starting to think, like, okay, maybe this is something that I truly have learned from, and it might even end up being beneficial to my life in some way. And I don't know your struggle, and if you might have had a terrible experience that it really ruined your life, but and it certainly is a ruining experience to some extent for everyone. But yeah, I hope you took this video and it kind of made you think about that aspect and more grateful for everything, and like, look at the sunnier side, look at things with more optimism, and yeah, man, use it as a motivation to persevere and get through it.